and trying to lock him down, immediately followed up with Faceless Void, just being able to throw Chronosphere on top of everyone, maybe burst down the IO or what have you. I really like, you know, the side of Gambit. I mean, Empire's got a really nice draft again. Like you said, the Earth Spirit is just a fantastic hero when he's roaming around, puts a lot of pressure over onto the mid laner. But I just, like you said, Gambit seems like they've got a really elegant sort of draft here.
Yeah. Trying to think, last time I haven't even seen an Earth Spirit come out from Empire in what feels like quite a while, at least the games I've been casting. So I would have thought it might have been a Roger hero, but it does not appear that will be the case. So we'll have to put all our faith in Miposhka. I mean, he's usually kind of like the 5, of course. You know, we talked about Roger playing the Spirit Breaker kind of a hero. So IO, though, always does come down to this, I don't know how you want to put it, kind of like a comfort hero for a lot of players. You'll often see the 5 and 4 switch for Empire, for IO.
I guess it just depends on who's, like you said, more comfortable on the hero. Also, it's interesting, too, you know. Oh, we actually see a swap. Chappie's actually going to be playing the Weaver instead of the Tiny now.
All right.
Yeah,
fine
they just
with
swapped
that.
over. All right, interesting enough. Okay, so this is going to be a mid, it looks like, with the Tiny IO.
And they often do the whole swap roles and lanes thing between FN and Chappie, which is something that a lot of teams have definitely moved away from. I think it was like Fly who was talking about how that was definitely better before, but it seems like lately people are more into like sticking to their lane kind of a situation. But we'll see. Empire, of course, have been pretty successful in it. And, oh, okay, Chappie just switched back anyway. All right.
All right. Just keeping everybody guessing, you know?
Yeah. Keep us on our toes.
The element of surprise. I like it.
Very early ward down bottom here, so... Void, what items do we got here? He's rocking just the poor man's and the tangos. That's the sad life. So he's hoping to get away with a lockdown bottom up against just the Weaver. Knows he needs that poor man's shield, and he's hoping there's not going to be too much more attention on him. He's probably right. One would expect him, Miposhka, to be the big guy here. They definitely saw this ward get placed, though. He placed it from the bottom half of the steps, and they immediately pinged him, so that might get de-warded.
Easy D-ward. Easy 100 gold. Also, screw trees, am I right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Already
That's a nice couple to take out, actually, because everyone always tries to hide there and set up their gank for the mid lane.
Yeah, in comes Chappie, just going ahead and ripping down a couple more trees as well here.
And yeah, we'll have to keep our eye up in the off lane. If you guys haven't seen this yet, basically Earthshaker, he walks over to these steps right here on your map, and he throws a Fisher like this, and the creeps go doot 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 doot, and they just get pulled into this camp when you grab them at the same time. So after that camp too, you can, you know, if they're starting to get a little low in that camp, you can pull them over to the other camp. You can farm 2 neutrals, and then that means the wave's also pushing into you. It's great. It's the dream. So we'll see if that's super successful. And again, Razor loves to deny. He just loves to take away your farm. He loves to sit up here, give you the electric whip. But if you're just not in the lane, you're kind of wasting a little bit of the Razor potential.
Man, those sound effects were just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
oh, man, already they jump
worry.
over onto the IO. Chilly Hands gets thrown out, though. I'm going to try to force back Chappie. Look at how much damage comes out immediately from this Ancient Apparition with that Chilling Touch. Oof. Very aggressive lane here. Already Puck sitting pretty low. So is Chappie, and all that Roger really has here is the... oh, he does have his bottle there. He managed to pick it up. Oh, he gets the stun up over onto Puck. Kuman, in comes the Earth Spirit. We talked about this, and First Blood goes onto our Tiny. He's not going to be that tiny for very long.
No, that is...
like this.
With the bottle already on Roger, too, that's like the dream. You know, Roger doesn't need any more farm. Give the First Blood to Chappie. Get some boots up in here. Maybe even a poor man's shield eventually. Probably won't even need it if Rogers are sticking around. And Kuman's going to have a terrible time. Basically, Roger's goal is to try and force out the phase shift or force out the Q, and then Chappie can just non-stop toss into Kuman.
Oh, there's the toss. There's the... Oh, man, come on. They were looking for that tether there, I think. Yeah, Chappie's sitting a little low. Needs to be careful. Salve comes out. Does get canceled out by Roger, though.
Yeah, Chappie will just salve himself. He's like, sorry, Roger, you're a liability. I will not salve my IO and heal us both. That's rough.
He's a strength hero. A strong, independent cube. Don't need no Tiny. Tiny needs him. But pretty interesting mid matchup here. Going over to the top lane, we do see that Bignum has gone ahead, pulled Miposhka standing nearby. I'm not sure if they want to do anything over here onto this Kinka at this moment, though.
Yeah, Ghostix going to get the pull off, too. Just this more high up pull here. See if Bignum, yeah, he's going to go for the Torrent to interrupt, but he misses. Oh, no, he got the aggro. Nice.
Double damage rune available top here as well. Looks like Miposhka maybe has his eyes on the prize. Chappie does see it as well. Needs his IO. And there's a tether.
Easy peasy.
Oh, that IO double damage though. Too good, right?
Yeah. I feel like Always
Ooh,
On Fly's having a bit of a rough time too. Trying to find exactly where to go. Another orb into mid, trying to escape here. Command runs away. Yeah, give him the right clicks. Always Want to Fly. Find your passion. Kill this stupid IO. Bottom lane, Courier's coming down for FN. What's he got coming? All the way down here. His Wraith Band. Jeez. No love for the mid hero. I guess you don't really need it when you have this IO in the mid lane. You get your own Courier. It's great as a safe lane hero. Oh, man. FN. Well, this Courier. FN, go. Oh, my God. He is so lucky that he just Shikuchi'd. That should be one dead donkey.
That definitely. Especially, that was funny too because both of the couriers came down around the same time. Just like, hey, brother. And neither one of them actually making any sort of jump to go snag the courier here. But
yeah, also no cosmetic couriers too. Like, what is happening here?
I know, what? Also,
what is this?
Can we talk about like the bashes that Cheshire Cat's getting down here? I think I've seen him bash this Weaver like 3 times in the time that I've rotated the camera just to check out what's going down in the spot lane. He did his blood sacrifice to Star and Jesus today. Stun coming out over here on mid. There's going to be the throw up. Immediately followed up with Miposhka. Going to be able to get silence over onto the puck. Maybe needs one more hit or so. Oh, look at Chappie. He's thinking about going the other way. There's a tether. The spirits come out. Will they be able to line them up? It's looking really good. Kumon, he actually has to go hide. Turns back around. We don't get... Oh, they actually throw the IO, but it looks like we're going to lose our Tiny in the process. Oh, man. If I was Roger, I'd be screaming, please let me have something to tether to.
Yeah.
And Miposhka will deliver here.
Well, in his, I don't know, depends how you look at it, I guess, like, it still puts this bigger gap between the Chappie and the enemy Puck. I mean, Puck's now below the Earthshaker on the Radiant side. He's actually below the Kunkka, who just cleaned that up, too. As Big was the one who got all the gold. So, despite it being, like, a positive net worth exchange for GAMBIT, the heroes that it's on isn't exactly the best for them.
Look at the mass rotations coming out here over onto mid now, just because of, you know, the dives that are coming out. We've got the Kunkka who's rotated. We've got Always Want to Fly who's rotated as well. This Puck just having a real rough time, still sitting at level 4. X comes out, though, over onto Roger. Tiny goes forward. He's got his eyes over here onto this Ancient Apparition. And, oh, the tether comes in. Beautiful timing. One more hit needed over onto the AA. Looks like Io's going to go down. Chappie, he wants us. He's going to be able to throw up the ice cream cone, take him down. And Roger, he's still looking for that tether. We'll be able to come back in, though, with Miposhka. He gets taken down, but while all of this is going on, this Tiny, you know, he was able to get the kill, dive past the tower. TP's coming in. They want to punish Miposhka. He's looking for the denial and actually gets it. Ah, oh, nice.
Yeah,
yes, applause indeed.
All right. Well, how has this impacted our side lanes anyway? I mean, Razor, of course, is owning. There's no way you want to come to this lane. He's got his phase boots completed now. This lane is over. Ghost Stick is doing said pull now to dodge out this terrifying Razor. And looks like he will be successful. It's a little tougher with the Hellbears sometimes. They're one of the more sneaky ones, so he will lose one melee creep, but that's okay. Basically just holds the lane in a good spot. And that's a fresh ward up here, too, that's basically spotting, well, nothing. You're just like, all right, we know what Shaker's doing.
I mean, you have to know what he's doing at this point, but a bit of an altercation going down here at bottom. They do have the vision over onto this poor Weaver, trying to run himself out. That time dilation, another bash comes out. Oh, nice silence, but it's just not enough to save him. That's what I'm talking about. Cheshire Cat is just...
Oh, yeah, he's a bash lord.
Apparently.
Roger has handed over the RNG for the game.
Apparently.
Like, listen, you know, we got to give this Gambit team a chance. We're going to throw them some of my RNG here, guys. But, yeah, the, whatchamacallit? Oh, yeah. Have you noticed the, like, skull and crossbones that show when people die now?
Yeah, I noticed that in one of my pubs the other day. And I was like, has that always been there?
No, it's just, like, new update.
Oh,
I don't
the
know. I thought it was a cosmetic or something at first when someone died.
There's a jump forward. Like, silence coming out here over onto the Faceless Void. Should be able to time walk it back, but does give FN a little more breathing room. Now, I noticed the skull and crossbones. I kind of like it, but again, like you said, I thought it was like a Kunkka cosmetic or something.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening. But, well, at this point, everyone's really majorly caught up here on the Dire. Things look great. They're definitely hitting some creeps. Kuman, he's all right. He's up to 4th overall.
Oh, and, that dodge.
Oh, nice, too. That's huge if he lives here.
They
He
might
also
be able
has
to
the
pincer,
chrono.
though. Yeah, there's a stun coming out. Throwing out a silence as well. I think this is a dead Faceless Void. Yeah, Dream Coil comes out, though. There's going to be a torrent. They're just using it to kind of disengage here. Chappie still wants to go forward, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to catch. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Damn, Maposhka. Excellent timings there. Ensuring that no chrono, no secondary time walk or anything like that. Impressive stuff.
I feel like this top lane has just been doing its own thing this entire time. Like, Earthshaker's happy to just go ahead, throw out the fissure, block the creeps and pull, and Razor is just farming to his heart's content here. He has hit his level 6. He's got his equivalent phase.
Oh yeah, he's already done his rotation through the jungle with the ulti as well. Again, just whips Ghostic out of lane here. So they can start to pressure this tower if they would like to, but again, they don't really have the best tower pushing heroes in the Dire. The Radiant has that ranged tower hitter now by going for that Weaver, so I'm pretty down with this. They don't have to fully commit into their engagements anymore. They can just kind of peck away, and then if anyone shows in a bad spot on the side of Gambit, you get the relocate gank coming in from Chappie, who is going straight for the Blink Dagger. Not going to fully rely on the relocate. When you have the freebie, like, whenever you're playing Tiny in your pub, you want to identify that one hero that you can just kill like 1 billion times for gold. So Blink Daggers is going to let him kill Ancient Apparition over and over and over and over again.
Man, I feel like whenever I'm in my pubs, I am the person that Tiny can murder multiple times over and over again.
Yeah, it's like when you're playing against Slayer. You know, you're just this Crystal Maiden, you're like, bruh, can we be cool? Like, please.
The aggressiveness coming out in mid lane, I love it. Looks like Kuman just going to barely be able to get out there. Throwing out that silence, I think, saved his booty. But, again, just see Chappie just constantly being very aggressive, being able to, you know, go ahead, do the toss, follow up with the tether, avalanche, all that fun stuff. And, a little surprised that we haven't seen more stacking going on, I guess.
Top lane. Always want to fly is Dunzo.
Oh, no. There goes the ice cream cone. Rotation coming out from FN will be able to be very fruitful for him.
Yeah, the stacks haven't been, for either team, you know, all over the place. Really, I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, we've had this Earth Spirit basically mid the whole time, IO mid, we've had Kunkka and AA also running between mid and bottom, so no one's really been active in the jungle, and that just means that it's Razor who's kind of coming in here and doing that, but once again, he's just in that ulti. It's almost back up now. Non-stop farming to his heart's content. And sadly, you just saw, that's why I always want to fly dies, right? You know, he's trying to abuse the fact that, hey, we have this empty lane. This is where my support's supposed to get level 6 and be useful. This is how Liquid were the first team to even bring back Ancient Apparition back at the original Epicenter. It's like every team's like, this hero's so bad. And Liquid were the ones who would just always drafted these junglers.
Oh, the relocate coming out here. They want to punish this Razor. Immediate jump forward. He's got his ultimate up and running. There's going to be the overcharge followed up with Spirits. They already got this. Oh, there's such a coil coming out. He's going to be able to take down the Pug. Tiny, his ticket is gone now. He's got to manually run himself out of here. God. And it looks like Gambit. He's always want to fly. He's going to be taken down.
Is this why FN's playing Weaver? Those golden bugs? That is new to me. I have not seen those yet. My God. I
thought something like was happening that I wasn't catching for like this team fight. I didn't realize that it was hats.
It's this beautiful Dota Gaben cosmetics. Sweet, sweet prize pool influencing cosmetics. Holy, that is insane. No wonder everyone's going crazy over this item. It looks like Dune or something. Like the sand is alive, the spice must flow, and FN is just throwing these things out here.
All right, clearly then, that's the only reason that they picked up the Weaver is just to show off the shiny hats.
Sounds right to me.
I mean, it also helps that it works.
I mean, who else did they pick the other day? Slark. Also, brand new hat. FN had it.
Oh, Chronosphere bottom lane here. Cheshire Cat. There's a lot of stuns coming out here over onto the stun himself. And Ghostic, in comes the Ghost Bow, and Bigham will be able to clean up.
Easy. Gabby's so close to this Blink Dagger.
I mean, just one more kill.
Here we go.
Looks like they've got their eyes on the prize. San's coming out here immediately. The overcharge will be able to throw a rock forward. There's the avalanche coming up. Toss coming out as well. And boom.
The stun bar lets you appreciate it these days. You always want to fly. Oh no. Give him the golden bugs. Done. But you can see how perfectly they timed that too. No chance for a time walk. Even if he had Chrono, he couldn't have used it. But another great reason. Just focus him down knowing that Chrono had just been used. So. Blink Dagger is ready, and I think now you want to
reload coming out here over onto the top lane. They're ready to show off this Blink Dagger. Dun comes out, but still going to be... Oh, there were 2 heroes there, and they are just
great play by Chappie, too. Just, like, understands that they have the damage there with Ghostic sitting right next to him with the Echo Slam, and he just immediately targets down that Kunkka with that brand new Blink Dagger. What a hit-and-run play.
What a reveal.
A 1K swing. Like, that's massive. Tower's going to go down, too, more than likely. I'm not sure they'll be back in time.
I wasn't sure if they were going to leave Chappie up there, but looks like they just brought him back to the woods. They're like, you did a good job. Go back to farming. You were active enough. Excellent.
Here's your reward. 4 gold.
I mean, that's what you want to hear when you're the...
Oh, they're fighting top. They're actually going to try and save this? Or at least get the deny.
It's not quite in deny range yet, is it?
No,
yeah, just
they didn't let it go.
Cusp of it. Oh, meanwhile, Chappie cleans up with another kill. I didn't see them running forward onto that at all.
No, I was watching Puck toppling. Got him again.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing I really love about casting these Empire games is that a lot of the times there's just always some sort of murdering going on the map. And generally, it's like 2 fights going on at the same time early on before they pair up as like 5, so...
It's felt like that in so many of their games. Like, there is definitely some communication on this team saying, like, okay, engagement top, like, jump bottom, you know? They are, every single time, there's 2 fights going on. And, although, you know, you see it sometimes with teams, but it seems like every second of an Empire game this is happening.
Saw a little bit with it yesterday during the Double Dimension versus Penta game. Double Dimension, like, you take, oh, that Ice Blast. Just throwing it casually out, expecting that there was going to be some sort of a fight. I'm not sure if they saw that over on the side of the Radiant. Because definitely Kunkka standing in position, realizing they're probably going to want to come for this top tower. And they're going to be ready for him. More than mass pickup over here onto the void. Anything else going on big for items here?
Not too much. Just waiting on that Veil for Kuman. Gonna pump up a lot of the damage here for the Dire. Still waiting on the first like really big play from Bignum as well. You know, I want to see this Chrono into the boat. Kind of the dream.
I'm looking for... We saw this before in some of the other games, where the Razor just kind of AFKs here into the jungle and then just shows up and obliterates. Because right now, you know, he's just taking his time here. He's used his ultimate to farm a couple times. There are some invaders coming into his jungle, though. He needs to be careful. Looks like the Earth Spirit just keeping an eye over here onto the small camp. And that's a lot of, like, unknown territory right now for the side of the Dire. They don't really have the vision up there, and they kind of need to keep Razor safe.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Like, the second this ulti's off cooldown, immediately he's just spamming R. Like, the thing was just right going again. He's still farming. He's not doing Ancients with it, though, so he's not feeling too good about it. What's happening here? Does he not know they're up? He's that scared. He just won't even go to them.
Well, he found a friend here, so I think that makes sense that he doesn't want to go there. Miposhka's like, come back, come play. Chappie bottom lane, though. Oh, man, the silence comes out. They've got the Dream Coil. He's just trying to fight his way out of it, but the X comes out. Torrent's going to come out as well.
And back top, they're thinking about
top,
going
more
in.
Fighting coming in as well. Golden bugs being thrown out. Silence comes out as well. There's going to be another silence. There's going to be a fissure coming out here. Weaver Dunk gets used just on that poor Razor. Ooh.
Fine with that. That probably the most behind on the team for Ghost Stick. I mean, this is pretty standard. You know, the Blink tends to come a little bit later for the offlane Shaker than some other heroes. He farms pretty slow. But even with this kill involvement, like, yeah, we're going to be like 16 minutes in and he still won't have Blink. It's actually, I mean, that's pretty good. And I guess that's like the average timing. I kind of thought he was having like a decent game, though, with all his kills. I thought it might be higher. Although he's still going to beat Puck to Blink, which is a little disappointing, I'm sure, for Kuman.
Yeah, he's been kind of struggling throughout this match. You know, he just finished up that Val a little while ago. Boat actually going to get used over here onto this IO. Still actually alive despite everything. Will be able to go ahead, tether himself out, and he's actually not concerned here. He goes ahead, he pops that salve he's been holding on since laning phase, and is going to be absolutely fine here.
I mean, Kuman's on top of the net worth, but it just feels like with this... The Kunkka and the Void and everything, it feels like the Blink would have done a lot for them. I can understand why he went for the Veil, but it would be interesting to see just like why his decision making was, you know, I don't know if they have enough initiation to fully utilize the Veil in comparison to how much like a Blink Dagger could have done to help out the Kunkka and actually utilize him, because Bignum just has not had a really big impact on the Kunkka because of the lack of like long range initiation, it feels like. But of course all that will turn around once Kuman does have his Blink Dagger, and he does have the gold for it now, so maybe we'll see a smoke up here from Gambit.
We got 2 different Blink Daggers that just came online, though. We've actually got the Blink Dagger over onto Ghost Stick now, and then we've got it over onto the Puck. So this next engagement is going to be really, really interesting, depending on who is the one who actually does the initial jump on each other here. Because I don't think either teams are aware of these 2 items that we picked up.
Yeah. Oh, that is true.
So it could be some smoke on smoke action. Happens
blinks on
enough.
blinks.
Blinks on blinks on blinks. Blinks all the way down.
I guess that kind of starts putting us into the idea of what our roach situation is as well. Dire Actually, it's pretty even. Weaver, of course, helps a lot when you're taking Roche. Maybe even like an early medallion might come out here from the Radiant. Sometimes you'll just see that like instant buy from somebody just so they can go right into it. But goes like under ward too, and they just saw Miposhka smoke pop as he was in vision when it went away, so they know not to go over there.
I don't know. This Cheshire Cat feeling a little bit ballsy here. Goes forward anyways. There's a fissure thrown out. Jan Totem. X coming out, it looks like, with the torrent. Nope, just the torrent. There's the bugs coming out. Nice Dream Coil coming out as well, though. And immediately Cheshire Cat, he's looking for this opening. Does get the Chronosphere off. In comes the boat. Does land over onto Miposhka. They'll get a giant Ice Blast off as well. Dunk, though. Oh, man, what a dunk. Comes forward again. Looks like Chaffee's going to be able to help out. Try to clean up here. Turning back around over onto this Razor. Razor, he's going to try to... He pops the Hood of Defiance. He wants to get out. Looks like... Oh, Roger, he's sitting really, really low. He's trying to keep Chappie alive here, but unfortunately that Urn Charge will clean him up. But still, we've got the Bug. We've got the Rockman. They're looking over at Bigum, and they will be able to get a team wipe with Chappie getting a triple kill during all of that.
Oh, man, he just got
mama.
that Echo Saber, too. Like... right before that fight started, and I thought that was going to go better for Gambit, because the relocate, the way that they came in there, they came in on the back line, and you saw the Gambit fully collapse just into the Chrono. Like, get away from where that's coming from, everyone get together, but they just weren't able to clean up enough heroes before Tiny came in, and, you know, the Mop in the bucket, the Tiny and the IO, easy peasy. At least they were able to bring down that IO, but not too big of a deal. FN's going to tank an ulti up top, but he'll be alright.
That's a chilly bug right now.
Yeah.
No, definitely during that entire fight. I think that dunk did just a lot of work too. Like the positioning seemed to be really nice. We saw a beautiful Dream Coil coming out from the puck, but like you said, just Mop and Bucket, Tiny and Isle. That's what I'm going to refer to them as, by the way, now, Trent.
Okay, sounds good.
In all of my games, the Mop and the Bucket. They just were able to clean up so well. Miposhka over here does spot out the Void. Void, realizing something's off with the Spidey sense, will be able to run himself back. But Razor kind of in no man's land. What's going on here, buddy? This is looking not so great. Fissure comes out. Jan Totem comes out as well.
Just came off. Cool down.
Here comes the rest of the family. Mop and Bucket gonna go forward immediately. He misses the avalanche, actually. In comes the puck, though. Did they get baited on this beautiful Ice Blast? They're gonna be able to take down the Earthshaker. Chappie, he's fighting his way through, but he can't get killed by the IO. IO's gonna have to go hide himself into the corner. He relocates out. And that was definitely a really just great kill over here for the side of Gambit. Weaver shows up as well. FN gonna have to move himself. They do get the dust off. He's finished his Lincolns, though, and he's gonna be able to skedaddle.
Yeah, he's gonna be very hard to deal with now. Kudka kind of the best hold that they have, just in terms of like consistent lockdown where they can try and throw out the X and the Torrent or something like that, but the Lincoln's gonna be negating that. They don't really have anything else to deal with that Lincoln's at all. Do they? It's like static Link, and that's
X?
it. Yeah, it's stack Lincoln X, so he's just never going to get X, pretty much. It's like impossible.
This is a great Weaver game, definitely, to be able to just wiggle yourself around the entire time.
Yeah, that's like infuriating.
Miposhka taking a moment to enjoy the scenery in the dire jungle here. He's sitting up there watching Faceless Void, who's doing some more farming over onto the Ancients. I feel like every time I look at Cheshire Cat in this jungle, he's just always at those Ancients.
Yeah, we haven't talked much about his build either, but that Mask of Madness, you see it time and again. You know, it's not super common right now in the hero. I see Universe pick it up on pubs sometimes, but yeah, it just lets you farm so fast. You know, it's kind of the same reason you get it on Luna. You can make up the money with the item just by farming Ancient Stacks, allowing you to do it so quickly as Faceless Void. And it synergizes fairly well with the Chrono. The only downside, of course, is the whole time walk thing, but you know, you're silenced for 8 seconds. Time walk cooldown is 6 seconds. It's not too far off.
Taunt's coming out here from the Faceless Void.
All right, odds
nice.
always want to fly lives here. What do you think?
I don't think they see him, unless they throw some casual bugs out.
Do you think they're gonna go?
I don't know, but they popped the Lincolns up there as well.
Oh, I forgot about Cold Feet. That's true.
There's the TP out. He's gonna be fine. This ice cream cone is too cool for death right now. That was a bad joke. Apologies. Double damage, though. Trent's like, I love it. Let's hear more of them. I'm glad you can share this moment with me, Trent.
Ruined my Lincolnsness. I'm so disappointed that I just forgot about Cold Feet. I mean, then again, like, what are the odds in AAs that we're going to Cold Feet a Weaver? At least the cast range is decent. But, top lane, I mean, this is just donezo, right? They could probably just go through the back door, honestly, with the Weaver right now if they really wanted to. I think they're just kind of hoping someone shows up for a free kill.
Well, they smoked over here on the side of the Dire, so it looks like they're going to try to wrap around, go through mid. Again, you've got Mop and Bucket, though, sitting over here. They waiting for any sort of teleport that they need.
Yeah.
The turnaround, you know?
Yeah, they have this ward here. They're like, all right, no one's coming to defend this tower. That's pretty normal. So there's two options. They're either wrapping on us, they're wrapping on Tiny Isle, or they're going to go for the Roche Pit. So everything's pretty much guaranteed to be on this part of the map.
Looks like, okay, there's the blink forward here. Kuman, he's not actually going to be able to grab anyone here, although Ghost Stick is kind of in no man's land here. They use the Dream Coil, followed up with the Illusory Orb, Silence being thrown out, and they do clean up on Earthshaker, but they haven't grabbed really anyone else with that smoke, and during all this time, Chappie just able to go ahead and continuously farm. He's working on that Axe. He's got enough for another 2 pieces of it. Life is good for this mop and bucket.
When they can get it to work.
When they...
I guess we just go back to Roche too. I feel like the Razor. I don't know. Actually, you know, Weaver's definitely gonna be faster now because he's gonna have that Deso by the time they probably Roche. So any sort of aggressive kill for the side of Empire, they should be able to clean it on up. But this game, it doesn't feel like it should be this close. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the bias of knowing that Empire is such a stronger team and they're the ones that are going to TI. But I haven't really felt like there's a lot of threat from Gambit so far this game. But moving into the later portions, there certainly can be. You know, Void can get very scary. He's farming very fast this game. You can picture this Mask of Madness as a Midas that helps you fight a little bit earlier. Razor can get very annoying with a lot of items. Something like a Shiva's Guard could do quite a bit of work in the late game or something like that. But I still have definite faith in Gambit just because of how good AA is moving forward too.
You also wonder, you know, I know that the teams actually requested this to be a best of 5. I think originally it was supposed to just be a best of 3. So you wonder how much, like, Empire's actually, you know, trying out some new strats, maybe trying out some different builds, things like that as well. Just kind of getting some scrim practice in the form of a tournament. But...
No, it's good. You know, there's money on the line. You definitely want to win.
Are we going to see a reload gank over here, over onto Always Want to Fly? Maposhka, he reveals himself, comes forward. Yeah, there's a reload coming in immediately. He's going to get silenced up. There's the avalanche thrown out. And, yeah, Chappie will be happy to treat himself to some ice cream here. And Overcharge hit this tower. Look how fast he's got his Ags here. He can backdoor, like,
that's kind of perfect that they fortified, too. Considering they left anyway. I wonder if Maposhka will be able to clean it up. Get that goal, Maposhka. Go! Be brave.
Oh,
don't go.
Illusory
Do not
Orb.
go.
Yep, Dream Coil gets used over onto Maposhka. He's going to just roll himself out. Still going to get stunned up, though. And this might be the cleanup kill here. Looks like Kuman coming back around, throwing out another Illusory Orb. The X coming back out. Maposhka gets taken down by the Puck. So Puck will happily clean up using that Waning Rift. And during all this, though, Roche is going on, and they've got a Deso on the Weaver. Oh, this is going to be a nice Ice Blast, though. Oh, hits 4 different heroes. Io now going to have to move himself back a little bit. Still's got that overcharge on. Boat coming in boat! They're actually going to be able to get the Aegis. They put it over onto the Weaver, but this might be a very fast Aegis. Oh, the Chronosphere comes out. Chappie's in trouble here. Io coming forward. He's got a little bit left. There was not the Glimmer Cape, but it doesn't matter. It reveals Indus, and plus they've got that Sentry Ward over there on the outside. Looks like now, oh, FN, he's silenced up. Lincoln's gets popped. Aegis actually going to be popped as well now. And he's got a Scooty Booty out, but there's the stun immediately. Cold Feet coming out as well. Trying to Shikuchi. Will go to his tower. Should be absolutely safe there. Oh, but the jump forward, the dive. They really want this. In comes the Ice Blast. It's going to connect over on... Oh, no, the reload! The reload!
Oh, man. He even clipped him with it, too, but it won't matter.
Holy
Not enough damage
smokes.
there. Ghostic is still coming back in for the Regoose. I saw he was shrining up. He has his ulti ready. He wants them to commit for this tower, but Gambit have used everything. They have no Ice Blast. All they're sitting on now is Boat and Dream Coil. Not really worth fighting into engagement where you know they didn't get a chance to Echo Slam. So a wise retreat, a denial of an Aegis that was taken from them. So not too bad. Overall, yes, it's going to be like a slight gold win for the Radiant, but you can be very happy about this Gambit considering that whole situation where they got this kill down bottom and then we're barely able to get to the Roshan time.
That was just bonkers. Like, we saw some beautiful ultimates just get landed, like, coming out, especially from the side of the, both the Radiant and the Dire, actually, but... Man, that boat chrono. An Io just... I feel the Io's pain, definitely. I feel Roger's pain when you're trying to, like, roll around. You're like, oh, what do I do? How do I save my carry? I'll throw out, you know, literally everything. Go ahead, overcharge, try to do the Glimmer Cape, just... And then watching your partner in crime die is not a great feeling. But BKB is going to be coming out as the next item here for Chappie. This is a fairly wealthy Io, too. He's already got that Glimmer Cape, full mana boots, an urn. BKB completed. So this is a fresh BKB, right? Yeah, fresh BKB up and running now over on Cheshire Cat as well. He's feeling real excited about it. Got that taunt out. X comes out though over onto the bottom onto Miposhka. They're gonna use the boat. They use the turret as well. And plus, oh, Kuman, he says, yeah, I'm not gonna let you get that kill. I want that way more.
Yeah, he's been
Otherwise,
down here by himself for a while too. He can kind of do this as well, just knowing that relocate's up. So if he gets like a silence into a kick or something, he's still very scary, kind of like the Bane IO combination.
Ooh, Dunk coming forward immediately over here onto. Oh, there was a faceless void there, and there was also an ice cream cone, but this reload is too scary. I don't know how
Thick
you.
BKB, dude.
Oh man, I think he just took him so by surprise. He wasn't able to get it off in time. I don't know.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, that's the power of Echo Slam, right? You can't BKB when someone has that skill. You know, it's just too instantaneous, and Roger will go back for the medallion. So the next Roche will be even easier for them. Pretty handy up against this Void and this Razor. You know, you can't do anything to the Void. Maybe he's going to be BKB during the Chrono, but you can still slap all of the medical supplies onto Chappie or whoever else is caught inside. Just got to make sure Roger is not a part of that Chronosphere.
Well, you also got to make sure that you don't get ice blasted immediately as well, because that definitely puts a damper in that plan.
That's true. Dual Scepter here, or Ghost Sticks. So at this point, the game should be in Empire's favor. You know, they're up 4K, but the other big thing is that they have Relocate, and you know, their opponents, they have the global presence of Ice Blast, but that's pretty much it. So currently, they just need to try and work on focusing down these lanes and then trying to split up Gambit, and then you just capitalize on relocate ganks. Kill one person knowing that they're alone. Some vision in here would be very helpful. Might see some smokes with some wards soon.
I mean, you see that Gambit, they know that, you know, vision is just so important for this particular game. He actually just picks up a gem over Always Want to Fly because they want to keep this jungle as safe as possible. We saw this Razor, like, he was doing so well early on. You know, he had been able to just go ahead, sweep through the jungle several times using his ultimate, and
they saw that smoke with his ward here in the mid lane.
Man.
They know they're coming right now.
They're running away. There's no need to be up close and personal with all this stuff coming out here.
Yeah, I actually love this gem pickup. I was going to suggest it, but when I saw Always Want to Fly, I wasn't sure if he'd really be willing to go for it. You know, he's very far away from the Agnum Scepter, but this is going to do so much more for your team than the next, like, 900 gold towards the Agnums. If you don't have vision inside the jungle, it gives you a place to farm, something to do on that dire side where you don't have to be scared about relocate ganks. And it's not enough to just slap sentries up on high grounds either. It's very frustrating because maybe you have a sentry up there, and then they come by and place an observer after. You know, you're not going to see that. And it just camps on top of your sentry, gives you this like false sense of security, so the gem can be a little bit better for that.
I'm actually really interested to see what they're going to do. They actually have a double damage rune right now over on Chappie, so I'm wondering if we're going to see some aggressive play coming out here soon. Just trying to go for a pick-off. They are split up a little bit over here onto the side of the Dire. It looks like Kuman and Always Want to Fly are hanging out together in the bot lane. Puck's actually picked up a Dagon as well, and they could try for something, but again, you know, they picked up that gem. I think that's a good call, just to be able to take out any sort of vision going on in their jungle so they can't get relocated ganked without people, you know, being a little concerned about what's going to happen.
They just got him right back. They also just smoked under this ward.
All right, then.
Way deep inside that. That's a nice ward, too. That's a very sneaky one. Like, everyone places the ward kind of down here. They even sentryed it in the more common spot, too. Damn. Next level.
Ooh, Fisher actually catches the Kunk out over here onto the side. They're going to go ahead. They pop the Shrine. Looks like F in a little bit of trouble here. Ice Blast comes out. Isn't going to be able to connect over onto anyone. Oh, there's the jump in back again. Oh, there's a Chronosphere. BKBs are up and running. But Chachaketti's trying. He just doesn't have enough physical damage to take these guys down. Look at the giant hits coming out from Chappie. Oh my gosh.
My God.
Always Want to Fly now. Impending doom slowly. Watching this giant rock monster chase after you. There's the avalanche followed up here. A nice silence gets throws out. Waning Rift. But look at Ghost Stick. He wants us. He can't tell him no, but there's the Yule Scepter coming out over onto Ghost Stick. Chappie, he's in. What is happening? This base. Dagon comes out though. That dive. Oh no. Nice play coming out here from Puck for punishing the extreme greed coming out from Chappie, but they're still going to be able to take this tower. Oh,
Hit
man.
him for 748 damage on that last right click. That is just... God damn. Did he have like a DD or something? Or
he did. Remember, he had the bottle DD. I think he popped it for that fight.
That is just disgusting.
Yeah. Ooh. That's what happens to like a Crystal Maiden, not like not a core. Did he Dagon that Cardi by accident? I think he was looking for the Weaver, but
Gotta get that money.
You know, yeah. You know.
He needs to dig on the Weaver. That won't help you.
I feel like, you know, whatever he can do to kind of slow him down is considered good here. But Miposhka standing up over here on the high ground. Nice ward, nice sentry as well. Immediately the jump forward, the stun coming in. Weaver just this Deso just ripping them apart. Nice magnify coming out as well. Cheshire Cat jumps forward here. He's got the time dilation, but BKB gets popped. This could be a really nice ice blast. It's going to land over. Oh no, it doesn't actually land on Roger, but it's going to go over onto FN. Dunk coming out in the back end as well here. Now the Dire's just scrambling to run themselves out. Nice Dream Coil coming forward. Ghost Stick's still going to go down here, but there's still a Weaver. He's still very much alive. Time lapses himself back out of danger here. Always want to fly. Oh, he really wants to get that last hit on the Razor. He's going to get taken down, and now Miposhka still looking. He's going to go ahead, roll himself forward. Wants to always want to fly, and that's an ultra kill on this little buggy. Meanwhile, though, I didn't even realize that this puck was chasing after Roger. Oh, they're not going to let him get away with that, are they?
This is the level 4 Dagon cast. Doesn't even, level 4 Dagon doesn't even have the talent yet, the 420 GPM. So we'll be into level 5 as well as some additional items relatively soon here for Kuman. But man, FN just putting it right to the limit there on that time lapse, ensuring himself the ultra kill here, and does guarantee them the mid lane of Rax.
This Tiny's damage is just insane. Nice Lincoln's getting placed over onto Chappie. Going to try to protect him a little bit more, but the Bug's going to get Yuled up immediately into the air. BKB gets popped over onto Chappie. They have no interest in leaving right now. Trying to get the last hit over onto Kuman. He's going to be able to just kite himself out here. Nice bash coming out again, but the Craggy proc. Oh no! And now in comes the Ice Blast. They don't have anything to really cover. They popped the Lincolns, but Chappie now in a lot of trouble. There's going to be BKB coming out over onto Cheshire Cat just to make sure that they can kill the Mighty Mountain.
Alright, maybe sticking around a bit too long, but that's quite a bit of gold, I think, to the Dire. Again, it's always Big who comes out on top. He gets another 687 gold for himself. Hopefully he can find some sort of an item to help the squad, maybe like a Force Staff or something, try and kite people away from this Tiny, but for now, the Shrines have become vulnerable, even though they lost out there a little bit with the death of Chappie. The split push becomes even more terrifying. They do find Roche here, though, and FN has left bottom.
If I was FN, I would be going and hitting that base, because they're going to get this Roche, and I don't think he's going to be able to make it over fast enough. Although it looks like Ghost is going to be able to try to slow them down just a little bit here. They know that they have vision here over onto the pit. This is going to be a cheese Roche as well. Oh, Miposhka, he jumps in. He's not afraid. Beautiful ultimate getting thrown out. That magnetized X marks his fire coming back in. He's got the Glimmer Cape up, though. He's going to try to run himself out. Ghost Dunk is going to get canceled, though. He's not going to be able to jump in there immediately. The Dagon comes in, wipes him up. During all of this, though, in comes, looks like the Weaver. He's got the Mjolnir up and running over onto himself. He needs to get into that pit. Beautiful dunk! The dunk comes in. It's going to be the Radiant who gets the Roche, and oh my gosh, this Razor is going to be able to steal the Aegis. There's the snatch. There's going to be an immediately dead shaker, but FN, he's just plugging away here over onto the side. Not going to be able to probably catch this puck, but this Razor, oh, he's looking mighty tasty right now. Time dilation coming out. Couple more hits here. There's going to be a speed boost coming out from Roger. Spirits are thrown out as well, but Racecar Razor, he is just aptly named here. They need to get maybe 1 or 2 more hits over onto him. Are they going to be able to get it? We see Kuman actually jump in. Look at FN. He's just chasing him right into the base. Actually goes ahead, puffs back. He gets that Aegis pop. What a god.
The Mjolnir. I'm pretty sure he keeps Aegis of it, but damn. You know, they actually had a chance for relocate down bottom as well during all of that too. Just there were creeps pushed in too, so it was getting very worrisome there for Gambit. I think pretty fortunate they didn't lose another set of racks there. And Cheshire Cat as well had a pretty crazy time walk, narrowly avoiding that Echo Slam, or at least the completion of all the damage coming from the Shaker with like the combo stunts and stuff. So that went fairly well for the Dire, considering the fact you're down 12k.
I mean, they didn't even get the Roche, though. Radiant actually was the last one to hit it because of that immediate dunk Echo Slam coming in over to the Roche pit. They got a snatch out of it, but they still, you know, they lost the Aegis during that. There's a lot of gold being transferred over. There's still like 12k ahead on the side of the Radiant as well. Like, oh, I just can't get over the chase that ensued after that Razor. Just, you know, Racecar Razor, very hard to pin down, especially when you're a Weaver and you don't have anything for a lockdown. Just watching them chase him all the way into the base and then getting that final just proc is just icing on top of the cupcake. You're welcome, FN.
Yeah. Perfect timing. Well, Dota 2, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're in Gambit, how do you survive through this? You probably go for some big smoke plays. You have the level 25 on your puck, so you need to buy some big-ass items. In this case, the Agnums, that's a pretty good choice. BKB on the Weaver, BKB on the Tiny, even potential BKBs for Ghostic, but instead he changes his mind, opts in for the very common Shadow Blade. And set Agnes is complete here for Crewman. So we're going to get a smoke up for this.
That's what I'm
Your lanes are in
looking
some
for.
of the best spots you can get for.
They didn't smoke under a ward this time, so props to the side of Empire. Learning from our mistakes here.
Oh, that's right.
Says the support who, like, you know, is like, yeah, it's fine. We could probably just smoke here. I don't need to throw out sentries. I'm too poor for those. No
I mean, if you don't
Flamerino,
hit
I
the
promise,
observer,
guys.
It's too disappointing, you know? Alright, creeps are coming mid. Someone needs to respond here, or Tiny is going to explode your buildings. They have glyph? They do. Alright,
Oh,
well,
look at
FN's
FN. He just goes right in there. He can backdoor this. Immediately the TPs come home. During all this, I think Tiny's going to go for the bot here. Does it look like it?
and
Ice
there's
Fast
the
comes
glyph.
in.
Yeah, they're going to go all in on bottom.
Tiny's
This
looking
is the
over here.
worst.
Oh, this is the worst way to lose, right? Being ratted by a Tiny IO combination. Meanwhile, top lane, they're able to take down Faceless Void already. BKBs get popped. They're trying to jump over here onto this Earthshaker. He's already done his dunk. It's going to be down. Immediately following up, though, there's a Shark Boat coming in, but it's just a little bit too short. Immediately going to get silenced up. Lincoln's gets popped here. This is a little bit scary right now for Weaver. He's going to get taken down. I mean, that's the power of Tiny IO, although this is a really nice Chronosphere. Do they have enough damage? Yeah, they're whittling him down really, really fast here. Chappie, he wants to get the last hit. He's not going to get it. Oh, no.
HP.
Look at that. Look at that puck. Oh, but Maposhka says, that's all right. I'm going to get it. Don't you worry. That is mega creeps.
Oh, the instant pings from Roderick. It's like congratulating his beautiful Maposhka on the mega creeps. That was nice.
Ooh, this is kind of scary here. They've got a very large Tiny that they need to worry about, and they have no more racks. Yikes! Yikes for the side of Gambit right now. But yeah, that reload was actually too good. What was I watching? I was watching some sort of a video when I was first learning how to play IO. I just thought it was so awesome, the fact that, you know, you go ahead and say you're hitting bottom racks or something like that. You immediately get the TPs, people rotating. You just reload yourself out and go to a different racks, and then they're scrambling to go back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, because then you're going to be relocating back over there. They don't know where to stay. It's infuriating.
It's so dirty. And I just remember looking, I was like, oh my god, I gotta try that. Like, who can I find that plays Tiny that's willing to experiment this with me?
Yeah, and it's even better. Like, most games, it's best to try and get the mid racks, but with IO Tiny, it's just even more insane. With that quick relocate from side to side, it becomes very difficult to deal with compared to something like, oh, we only got top racks and now they're right next to each other. You don't run into that problem. But in general, that logic kind of applies. You always want to try and split up the defenses as far away from each other as possible. So of course, mid racks is always going to be the most valuable one, which is why you got the 3 shrines just kind of all hanging around mid. You know, that's why it's the hardest one to take.
I do like this Ghost Scepter pickup here over on Always Wanna Fly. I think that's really smart considering how hard this Tiny and this Weaver are both hitting. But I mean, you gotta follow that up with the fact that they've got a lot of magic damage too, so still a very spooky time to be an ice cream cone here, even with that pickup.
Yeah, it's always depressing when you have to bail on your Agnums like this, but
Yeah.
a lot of times it is the right choice. You know, we've all fallen into that trap. I had like 2 games recently where I finished the eggs on Rubik and eggs on Undying. I was like, man, if I bought 4 staff, we would have won this game. But I really wanted to try that Agnes with the 10 strength steal because it's like the coolest thing ever. But I lost because I was not Always Want to Fly. I did not find my Ghost Scepter when I should have.
Ah, man.
That's the life. So sometimes it's depressing, but you gotta just try and break away. Yeah. And at this point, I mean, it's megas. It's just like, ugh.
This double damage Tiny is about halfway over. He's just waiting. He wants someone to come forward so he can just obliterate them in 1 or 2 hits here.
I want someone to go in, tank the Chrono, and then he just BKBs and destroys the tier 4 in like 4 hits.
I mean, you might get that wish. I don't know.
Who would tank the Chrono? Probably FN.
Yeah, probably. Because he
He'll
could
just
just
start
ghost walk
punching the
himself
void,
back.
force them to use it.
Not sure what's going on here, if someone's having a little bit of lag or what, but do you have a pause coming out here from Razor? Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. Good choice.
All right.
Good thing they got the pause at least.
Yeah, that makes sense, definitely.
I guess that's the old router reset. Turns out they must be in no, they can't be in a house together, can they?
I don't know. Maybe they're doing some boot camping together?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I figure that Empire is probably more likely to be doing something like that, considering that they are working towards TI. But,
yeah. That's interesting.
All right, looks like
I would
Puck's
not
back.
have thought.
Kuman has returned. So maybe they're all playing in the same house. I don't know.
Well, at least they're all back now.
Looks
Go.
like, yep,
Okay.
they're ready.
Easy.
Let's go.
Hacks loaded.
Autobot turned on.
Back. Yep. That's easy. The auto aim, the most important thing. Auto taunt actually is probably better. It's more tilting, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when
is
you're
that
playing.
Why they're
sniper.
losing? I haven't heard a Kunkka jig.
I've seen the Faceless Void do his time walk dance a couple
that's
times. I don't
true.
think I saw the jig, though. Lincoln gets popped immediately over here onto FN. He's just kind of poking around over here onto the side. Tiny, he's still got that double damager, and he's looking for any sort of an opening where he can jump forward, pop that BKB. They do see the Razor here. They'll be able to throw a Solar Crest over onto Chappie. There's just a lot of things going on. X comes out over onto Chappie. Big'em will just run himself out. He's like, yeah, no thanks. I don't really want to get obliterated by a mountain. FN, he's just poking away at people over here. Look at all the damage. Forces this Void to just run himself back during all of this. Again, Razor is still defending this Ancient to jump forward. There's the Ghost Scepter like we talked about. Oh no, Razor, he's just stealing all of this strength coming out here. Yeah, there's a ton, but I don't know. He's still hitting pretty hard here. Yeah, one more hit or so. He's going to pop. There's the Chronosphere coming forward. They're doing so much just onto this little bug. FN finally going to get taken down, but Tiny Io, they're just so strong right now. There's the blink forward, Chappie. He sees over onto the side. They don't have the vision, so we'll be chasing out. There's the GG call, though, as Tiny runs himself into the well. He really wanted that Razor.
Rough game. They kept it close for so long, but they, I don't think they ever really went on the aggressive. It felt like all their best moments were like good reactions to something that was coming out from Empire, but they were never able to really find that like 5-man Dota. They kind of settled into a game where it felt like they had to farm up for a long time. The Mask of Madness on the Void didn't have like a Vlad's or something, so you don't get this like 5-man element or something, and then not going immediately into like a blink maybe could have given them some initiation or something like that, but just they tried to play a game for a certain timing, and Empire just kind of beat them out there. Very well played, I think, by Miposhka in that early game. Just a lot of his pressure in the early mid with the Miposhka. Spirit just non-stop silencing and kicking and helping out with the relocates from Roger and Chappie. Very well played.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw Gambit put up a really strong fight here. Again, this is a best of 5, though, so you don't know what's going to be happening for the next game. Maybe they'll be able to clutch one out here. But we'll be back with game 2, guys, so stick around.